having a great day. We are going to unbox Young Living's brand new starter kit that came out a few weeks ago. And I'm going to show you how to get your diffuser set up, how to use everything in your box. I do not want you leaving it in the box, which is what happened with my first starter kit. So I hope this video helps you. Share it out with people who need help opening up their kit. It's a shame that you have to take it apart, but you got to do that to use it. So you just take that sleeve off, and then we're going to open it up. We still can't see anything, except before you even go any further, right in the side pocket of your kit is a bunch of paperwork. Don't do like Miss Edie. Miss Edie oftentimes ignores the paperwork. There is some really good stuff in here that I want you to take advantage of. So don't ignore the paperwork. Open up the paperwork so that you can see what's in here. Now, what is in here, I already know, because this is, I don't know how many starter kits I've ever owned from Young Living. Can't get this open, but a bunch. One thing that I love about the literature that they send is they give you a little bit about our farms, a little bit about the history of our company, our seed to seal process, which is what makes Young Living so amazing and special, and basically how to even get started sharing Young Living. What I want you to take out is this guy, which is your basically all your oils that come in your kit. So as we go over them, if you open this up, maybe you could even make some little notes by it, or as you watch other videos, you could make some notes by it. So take this guy out and have it with you as we go through your kit. So we're gonna remove this little guy so we can get to the magical oils. Now, this pulls out like this. Before we actually talk about the oils, I don't want you to forget that there are things here. Actually, I think this was supposed to be here. So this is probably what you'll see. And some people forget or don't know that you take that out and there are more goodies in here. So make sure you do that. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to take these 2 packets of Ningxa Red. So you're gonna get 2 sample packets of Ningxa. I want you to take these 2 packets and go put them in your fridge, because you're gonna drink your first one tomorrow morning. Now, I am drinking my Ningxa right now. I drink 2 servings a day because when I first started Young Living, I had a lot of issues going on. We recommend at least 2 ounces a day. So this is a 2-ounce serving. When you decide to reorder it, which I know you will because it's amazing, you can order it in packets or bottles. So put these 2 packets in the fridge. In the morning, first thing, you can either drink it straight from the package, kind of like a Capri Sun, and I do that before I head to exercise. But then, usually in the afternoons, or evenings, I will have a second serving, and I will mix it with LaCroix or Pellegrino or whatever. I think you're gonna love the taste of it. It tastes kind of like pomegranate juice. We have a lot of information in our Facebook group about Ningxa Red. It is an incredible whole food nutrition source. It has high protein. Its claim to fame is the Ningxa wolfberry, which is known to be the agent of longevity over in Ningxa, China, where we found this amazing drink. It does not work fast. What I'm going to tell you about the oils is that often the oils really do work fast. Ningxa Red you have to drink for a while, so be patient with it. After 1 day, you won't notice much. After 2 days, you might not notice much. After 5 days, you might not notice much. But after 3 weeks, the magic starts to happen. So don't give up on it. You get to try it here. When you decide to reorder it, make sure you check out our program, which you can read about in your literature, called Essential Rewards. If you're gonna start ordering Ningxa regularly, you need to order it through Essential Rewards because you get reduced shipping, free points back on everything you purchase, and also the option to get specials that you can't get otherwise. So before you reorder this, make sure you read up on Essential Rewards. So put your Ningxa in the fridge. In the morning, you're gonna have your first serving of Ningxa. So I'm super excited for you. Let's talk about your diffuser. So when you started with Young Living, you had the option of which diffuser you chose. You might have chosen the Dewdrop Diffuser, which is awesome. You might have chosen the Desert Mist Diffuser, which is the one I have right here. They all work very similar. Plug them in, take off the cover, add water, add your oils. Super simple. So I am adding water to my diffuser as we speak, and I'm going to add some oils. Now, it will officially say, I think the literature that comes with your diffuser will officially say that you need to use distilled water. I am not that fussy, so I have never used distilled water. I've had my diffuser that I have downstairs, in my downstairs kitchen area, is 3.5 years old. It's the first diffuser I ever had. It's still working perfectly. So I'm gonna take 2 oils from your starter kit to put in the diffuser. Now we'll talk about diffuser blends. Everybody has their favorite. I love mixing oils. You can use straight, just one oil, that's fine. I'm gonna put a drop or 2 of lavender and a few drops of lemon in my diffuser, and I'm going to get it going right now. This particular Dewdrop diffuser has 10 different settings. It will diffuse all night. It's really, really incredible. It has this setting where the light comes on and it kind of looks like a candle. So that's amazing. So let's get it started. Let's see if you can see it. There you go. So just that easy to get your diffuser going. And you guys, we've already used 2 oils in the starter kit. We have our diffuser going. We have our Ningxa Red in the fridge. So moving on, in the bottom of your kit, let's talk about a few more things. One of the things I want to talk about is Thieves cleaner. So you get a sample of Thieves cleaner in your kit. You can just tear this open, put all of this in one. Oh, it's a 1 ounce. So you could probably get 2 different serving sizes out of this one. But you put the Thieves cleaner concentrate in a glass or a plastic bottle and then fill the rest with water, and this becomes your non-toxic cleaner, which is going to change your life. So you can get rid of every cleaner that you have in your house, your window cleaner, what you use to clean your bathrooms, what you use to clean your floors, what you use to clean your stove, what you use to get stains out of clothes. Really, literally, every cleaner you have in your house you can replace with Thieves cleaner. So you get to try it without ever committing to buying it. But once you fall in love with it, which you will, this is the replacement. So this is the Thieves cleaner concentrate that you would repurchase after you use all of your sample. This will last. This makes 27 bottles of cleaner, 27 to 28 bottles of cleaner. So depending on how much you clean your house, this will last 6 to 8 months when you buy this, and it's $22. So it's such an economical way to clean your house without toxins. If you haven't watched my class on the toxins that are lurking in your house, you should, and you will be so happy that you have Thieves cleaner to try. And now I can smell my amazing diffuser. Oh my goodness, you guys, tell me what you're diffusing today if you're watching live. Make sure you get your diffusers going. I know a lot of people will say, oh, I forget about it, and then when I do it, I'm mad that I waited so long. So make sure you get it going. Okay, the other thing you get here in the bottom, you get some sample bottles that you can share with friends, because here's what's going to happen. The oils are going to work amazing, like they always do, and you're going to want to share them with friends. You're going to be talking about them. You are not going to be able to help yourself, and so you're going to want to share little drops of love with your friends. So you can use these tiny little bottles to do that. The other thing that you get, this is kind of like a bonus oil that comes in your kit. This is Stress Away. So Stress Away is at the bottom, and also at the bottom is a roller top that you could put on any oil you want to. So don't let me boss you around. If you don't want to put it on Stress Away, you don't have to put it on Stress Away. But I am going to show you how to do it on Stress Away. So you take off this white plastic cap, and then you have the minimizer, the reducer, which is right here, which keeps the oil from pouring out. So this, you know, the oil pours out much slower because of this. And you can just flick this guy off. So now you don't have the top on. Then you take your roller top and just sit it right inside here, just like that. And then take the black top that came with this roller top, twist, twist, twist as far as you can to the right. And then once you untwist it, it will be on there. You want to check it and make sure. But now it's sturdy and it's on there. And I can take my stress away and I can roll it on my wrist and I can roll it behind my ears if I'm, you know, feeling particularly stressed. This happens to be tax day, so if you're particularly stressed about taxes, make sure you use a lot of stress away. And like I said, you can use that roller top for any oil that you want. You also can order roller tops from Young Living, which is awesome. I have roller tops on so many of my favorite oils. It just makes it so easy to use. You don't have to, you know, get it on your hands or anything. You just roll it on wherever you want. Okay, so there's the stress away. That was the Thieves cleaner and the Ningxa red. There are a few safety features. We're going to talk about that. There aren't many. Oils are incredibly safe, made by God for our benefit. So we just need to respect them because they are very strong and powerful. One of the things that we can do to respect them is to use carrier oil. I don't use carrier oil a ton, but when you're first starting out with oils, it might be a good idea. I like to use coconut oil for the most part. And then if I'm using an oil that I want to dilute at all, if I'm using an oil that I want to have better coverage, I'll often use a carrier oil. So one of the ones in the starter kit that I use coconut oil for all the time is Panaway. So Panaway is one of those oils that I tend to keep in my purse. Has a child safety cap because it has winter green oil in it, and winter green needs to be used with caution and dilution with children. So this one is a little harder to open. And often what I do, because I sit at the computer and type a lot, so my hand and wrist, especially my right hand and wrist, the one I do the mouse with for the most part, will get sore, tired. This is really good for joints and muscles. So I'll just take a little bit of coconut oil, a drop or two of Panaway, and then I can rub that on my hand, on my wrist, and it goes way further if I'm using a carrier oil than if I just took one drop of the oil. It's not going to spread as well or spread as far. So if you were doing it on your knee or on your elbow, it's a good one to use a carrier with. And oh my goodness, it smells amazing. Remember, after you use oils, really no matter what you're using them for, you want to take the time to enjoy the aromatherapy. So make sure you take the time to take some good deep breaths of whatever oil you happen to be using. So carrier oils are a good thing. The other thing that I want to mention safety wise is that there is, let's see, there's 2 citrus oils in your starter kit. Citrus oils can cause you to sunburn easier. So do not put citrus oils on your chest, on your face, and then go lay out in the sun for 3 or 4 hours. This is not a good idea. If you're using citrus oils in the spring and summer, use them in a place where you're not going to get exposed to a lot of sun. They can cause a pretty significant reaction, increase the chances that you'll get sunburned. So make sure that you are careful with citrus oils in the sun. The second thing is, do not put oils in your ear canal. If you're using oils for your ears, you want to rub it, you know, behind the bones of the ear. You can rub it in the earlobes or whatever, but don't put oil in the ear. The other thing that you don't want to do is put oil in the eye. Now, I have Panaway on my hands, and it's got some hot oils in it. It's kind of like a Bengay almost type of smell. I would not want to then rub my eyes after I've had this oil on my hands. That's a lot of times why it's nice to have a roller top, and then you don't get it on your hands, and then there's not the chance that you're going to get it in your eye. If you do get oils in your eye, don't put water, don't splash water in your eye to try to get it out. Oil and water don't mix. The water will drive the oil further in. You're not going to cause yourself any permanent damage, but it's going to hurt like the dickens for a few minutes. So just be careful with that you're not putting oils really close to or in the eye. One of the things that you could do if you got oil in the eye is take a carrier oil, something like coconut oil or olive oil, any kind of nut oil really, and use that, and it will kind of help draw the oil out. So that's a little bit on safety, but oils are just amazing. You don't want to be scared of using them. You want to use them, and it kind of like fruits and vegetables is what I always say. So however you would eat fruits and vegetables, you need to think, okay, what oil should I have now? What have I not tried today? Which one do I love so much for whatever I've got going on right now? The other oil that this one is kind of new in our starter kit. And I love it. I was ordering it way before they put it in the starter kit, but it's called Raven. Let me show you Raven. Raven is very similar to an oil that you might be more familiar with if you've been with us a while, called RC, which stands for respiratory care. So they have very, very similar functions. Really, oh my goodness, amazing in the fall and winter. Smells very eucalyptusy. It's another one that I love using a carrier oil with. So I'll take, especially if you're dealing with any kind of seasonal stuff, I'll take a little bit of carrier oil on my hand, put a few drops of Raven, and then I can rub that literally all over my neck and chest and back. I do this almost every day. If I look at the exercise schedule where I go to the gym and it looks like we're going to be doing a lot of running or a lot of cardio, I will make sure that I have my Raven on in the mornings before I exercise. So that is a great one to use. It's also really, really good in the diffuser. It's one that if you were struggling with some kind of seasonal stuff, you might actually diffuse this one throughout the night and wake up just breathing so much better. So that is Raven. Next in the starter kit is Citrus Fresh. This is also not a new one to those of us who've been doing Young Living, but it's a new one to the starter kit. So this is Citrus Fresh. I love it. It's a combination of our citrus oils, grapefruit, lemon, orange, and it is an incredible oil. Smells so refreshing. It's one that I love diffusing. I probably have Citrus Fresh in, I hate to tell you how many diffusers I have, but in more than half of my diffusers, I'll have Citrus Fresh sitting by the diffusers. I'll use it a lot of times with the lavender. So lavender and Citrus Fresh is a great combination. Peppermint and Citrus Fresh is a great combination. So this is a great one to use in your diffuser. I will often, you know, as I'm teaching classes, this is one that I'll just take a little drop of the oil and rub it on the palms of the people who are coming to the class, and I'll just have them rub their palms together and take some really good deep breaths in and out. So citrus oils are so incredible for emotional support, really good for stress and mood. So use them as often as you can. They're amazing in the diffuser. You're gonna love them. And then of course we have lavender. Lavender is our Swiss Army knife of oils. So here's our lavender. If you have never smelled Young Living lavender, you're in for a treat if this is your first time to ever unbox your kit. It's so good and it's very strong. So actually a lot of people will find it to be like, ooh, that's really strong. But once you get it in your diffuser, you'll love the smell of it. I often use it at night. So I'll use it at night to help me relax and help me sleep. Put it in the diffuser by your bed at night is a great thing to do. It's amazing for all things skin. So it's one that I always, always, always have with me. So I might not have Band-Aids. I might not have any of those creams that you can buy over the counter, but I do not leave home without my lavender. So for all things skin that you can think of, so, so good. And then again, for the relaxation, stress reduction, it just has amazing qualities. Lavender is diffusing in my house every day with some combination of a citrus oil, and I just love it. Okay, next is peppermint. So peppermint oil, our peppermint is really strong and so refreshing. I know for a lot of people it's their favorite oil. It doesn't happen to be my favorite, but it's one of my favorites. I love it. I never leave home without it. It's an oil that really helps clear out your nasal passages, helps you breathe better. So I always take a little drop of peppermint before I exercise, put it right under my nose in the morning, and then I feel like, oh, yes, I can breathe again. This is awesome. So I use it like that every day. I love it in water. If you've eaten something that kind of upsets your stomach, feel too full, feel like your stomach is just upset, peppermint in water is really incredible. So just a drop or two in water. It's gonna be strong. Like it's gonna be strong. It's gonna open your eyes, but it's gonna help so much. It's also really good for alertness. So it's one of those that I would diffuse. Say if I felt like everybody's kind of tired and we need to get pepped up, we're getting ready to clean the house, or we're getting ready to do something, we'll just diffuse peppermint and lemon together. That combo is really good. Now, while we're speaking of lemon, let me get the lemon out. Our lemon smells unlike anything in the world. It literally smells like you just cut into a fresh lemon and you're about to squeeze it in your water. It's so yummy. It's a great oil for detoxing, so I will often put a drop or two of peppermint in a glass of water. Make sure if you're using oils that you don't use them in plastic, because they're very powerful detoxers and plastics are toxic. So make sure that you're using some kind of glass or stainless steel. But a drop or two of lemon in your water every day gives your body such a good flush. So first thing in the morning, I want you to put a drop of lemon in your water, drink that down, 8 ounces of water. Make sure you kind of maybe want to stir it up a little bit. The oil will have a tendency to rise to the top, so stir it up a little bit. But that's a great way to start your day. I did want to mention this trio, since I just mentioned these 3 oils individually. This is a very powerful trio called lemon, lavender, and peppermint, L.L.P. This is our seasonal trio. This is the trio that you use when the pollen is crazy and your nose is crazy and you feel crazy and foggy. This trio will change your life. It's really good. So a drop of each one of those, just a drop of each in the palm of your hand, rub them together all over your neck, kind of under your nose, even on your chest. That's a great way to do it. Another way to do it is to put those 3 in your diffuser. So that would be a great way to do it. Let me mention, while I mention that, is that you probably have noticed that we have some oils that have a white label, some oils that have a colored label. The difference in those is in their labeling. So the oils themselves are not different. So you can get peppermint oil that has the green labeling. That green labeling is labeled for topical or aromatic use. And if you get peppermint that is labeled with the vitality, the white labeling, that labeling is for internal use. The oils are actually the same, but we needed to do that to give us a way for the FDA for us to label this one for internal use, this one for topical use. So we technically need to say that if you're going to use lemon, lavender, and peppermint internally for your seasonal stuff, you should use the vitality oils. So, and you get, your starter kit is basically a combination of half and half. So you get half of the topical aromatic use with these oils, and then the top oils are all vitality. Again, the oils themselves are actually the same. It's the labeling that's different. It allows us to say that you can use this peppermint internally. So next oil that I want to mention is Copaiba. That one is the hardest one for everybody to say. So Copaiba. And Copaiba is in this starter kit labeled for, it's a vitality oil. So this labeling is for internal use. You can also buy Copaiba that is labeled for aromatic and topical use, but this particular one is labeled for internal use. And so I love putting a drop or 2 of it in my Ningxa Red. So Copaiba is amazing support for the joints, as in amazing. So the combination of Ningxa Red and Copaiba for your joints, you're going to love it. It's like TLC for your joints and muscles. So incredible. You can't really taste this one. It doesn't even have very much of a smell. It's tapped from a tree like maple syrup, which is I find kind of cool. Most of our oils are steam distilled at low temperature, but this one is tapped from a tree. So you're not really going to taste it. If you get the regularly labeled one that you use in your diffuser, it's a great oil to use at night for relaxation. You can use this one under the tongue So amazing for stress reduction if you use it under the tongue. So lots and lots of good uses for Copaiba. And then next we have Thieves oil. Thieves is probably our most famous oil. It seems like everybody, even if they don't know any of the other Young Living oils, they've heard of Thieves. Oh, if you do an internet search on Thieves, you're going to see all kinds of good stuff. But this one is the Vitality Thieve, so it's labeled with the white labeling. So great for internal use. We also have Thieves that is labeled for aromatic and topical, so you can use that one in your diffuser perfectly. But this one is labeled for internal use. Now let me tell you some uses that I like to use it for. I love, love, love to make Thieves tea. So you can brew up some regular hot tea and put a drop or two of Thieves in it, or you don't even have to put tea in it. You can just put Thieves and lemon in it. So amazing when you feel like your immune system needs a boost, when you feel like, oh, I'm just a little run down. You're gonna love the combination of this with lemon in tea. So incredible. The other thing that I use, and I ordered an extra one to take on my trip. I will never, ever, ever travel really without any of these oils, but especially without Thieves. So when I'm traveling, I'll use a drop under my tongue. I use a drop under my tongue most days anyways, but it's such an incredible immune system booster, which you need a lot of when you're traveling. So if you're just starting to feel run down or like your immune system needs a boost, this is your friend. And then we have Digize. So Digize is the stinkiest oil on the face of the earth. I'm not gonna lie, but I never, ever, ever will be without it because it is so powerful. It works amazing. It's for digestion, hence the name Digize. I'm not even gonna smell it, you guys. But here's what I do with it when I need it. I'll put a drop or two either under my tongue or in water, and it will soothe your stomach like nothing else will. Sometimes if I need extra power, I'll put Digize and Peppermint together, a drop of each in water. If you had the regularly labeled Digize and Peppermint, you could take those two oils and rub them on your tummy if you had the topical one. But these are really incredible. Like, you're going to be impressed. You're going to say, I've never used anything that worked that fast on my tummy. So good. Last but not least is Miss Edie's favorite oil, which is frankincense. I love it so much. I use it for a million things. This frankincense is actually labeled topical and aromatic. So the thing that I would use that most for is as soon as I put my moisturizer on in the morning and the night, I'll take a couple drops of frankincense. I'm not gonna do it right now because I don't wanna waste the precious drops. I'll take a drop or two of that and just rub it all over my face. It's amazing skincare. It will smooth fine lines. You will feel incredible. It's so grounding, very good for stress, just unbelievable support for the emotions. Plus you get all the benefits that you get on the face. Now, I often buy the Vitality frankincense for Stevie, and so he will use that in capsules. He will use that under the tongue. Again, incredible support. If you had a really stressful day, there's nothing like frankincense. So those are basically the oils in the starter kit. Remember those few little things I said about safety, but use them every day. Use different combinations. We have lots and lots of resources in here to help you get your diffusers going. I think the worst thing that people do is they feel paralyzed because, you know, they heard somebody talk about it, and then once they actually get their kit, they're like, oh my gosh, I don't remember anything that she said, so now what do I do? And I think that, you know, feeling paralyzed is the worst thing, so some people will just leave these in the box. Don't do that. Take them out of the box, put them in your purse. I was gonna show you just any kind of little makeup bag or carrying bag, or just stick them in your purse, stick them in your pocket. If you take them with you, you will find 1,001 ways to use them. And if you don't get in the habit of doing that, you'll find 1,001 excuses why you don't use them. So take them out of the box. I really think that's the worst thing you can do is leave them in the box. That's even worse than getting it in your eye, because getting it in your eye will last for a few minutes. But if you never discover the amazing power of these oils, I'm gonna feel so sad for you. So get them out, use them, share this video out so that your friends who you've introduced to oils will know what to do with their starter kit. And I can't wait to hear all your stories of how they're helping you in a million ways. So enjoy your day.